Account Part 2, Chapter 1, Accounting for Share Capital. Sum number 5. Vaidya Limited of Nadiad Company issued 7,50,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, and the amount thereon was payable as under: 3 per share on application, 4 per share on allotment, 3 per share on first and final call. Company received application for 7,50,000 shares, and all the applicants were allotted shares. Amount during allotment and call were called at appropriate time and were all received on the due dates. Past journal entries of above transactions in the books of company. First, total 7,50,000 shares are there, and applications were received for 7,50,000 shares. So an application they called up for 3 rupees per share, means total 22,50,000. On allotment they called for rupees 4, total 30 lakh, and on first and final call they called for rupees 3, that is 22,50,000. Journal entries of Vaidya Limited. First, application money, whatever application money is received, it is debited to bank account debit, to equity share application account credit 22,50,000, and that application money will be transferred to capital account. So equity share application account debit to equity share capital account credit 22,50,000 and 22,50,000. Same entry up for allotment, equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account, it is 30 lakh, and allotment money is transferred to bank account. So bank account debit to equity share allotment account credit. Afterwards, entry for first and final call, the equity share first and final call account debit to equity share capital account credit, and that amount is debited to bank account debit to equity share first and final call account credit. Here we have to prepare the here there is a same format for application, allotment, and first and final call. Okay, first bank account, afterwards application and share capital, allotment and share capital, bank to allotment, first call and final call to equity share capital, and bank to equity share and first and final call. Sum number 2. Authorized capital of Mewad Limited of Himatnagar was divided into 4 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. Out of this, company issued 3 lakh equity shares. Amount called up per share was as under: 4 on application, 3 on allotment, and 3 on final call. Company received application for 3,60,000 shares. Excess application were rejected and money paid thereon was refunded to applicants. All the sum due on allotment and final call was received in full except final call of 2,000 equity shares held by Asha. Past journal entries in the books of company to record about transactions. Also prepare equity share capital, equity share application account, equity share allotment account, and equity share first and final call account. Here they have told allotment money and issued capital. Now allotment capital means what? Authorized capital means a capital up to which the company can issue the shares. Okay. Authorized capital means the capital for which the company can issue the shares. Means total authorized capital is of 4 lakh. From that, company has issued only 3 lakh equity shares, but they have got application of 3,60,000. Now, first on application they have called 3,60,000 shares. They have got application of 3,60,000 shares. So they got application money as 14,40,000, but 60,000 applications are more, so we have to reject it. So 60,000 multiplied by 4 is 2,40,000. So total share capital will be of only 12 lakh. Okay. So your bank account total application money we have received of 14,40,000. Bank account debit to equity share application account credit. At the time of application, we have to count total all the shares, means all the applications whatever we have received. Okay. Afterwards, equity share application account debit to equity share capital and to bank account. Bank account whatever money we have refunded, means excess shares, excess applications are 60,000. So 60,000 multiplied by 4 is 2,40,000, and amount that is transferred to capital account is 12 lakh. Equity share allotment account and to equity share capital account credit. So allotment money is 3 lakh multiplied by 3, that is 9 lakh. Bank account debit to equity share allotment account 9 lakh. And here they told that all the sums due on allotment and final call were received in full except final call of 2000. Okay, at the time of final call, they didn't receive to the amount of 2000 shares. So equity share final call, at this we have to count all amount. 3 lakh multiplied by 3 is 9 lakh. Now your bank account debit, call in arrears account debit and to equity share final call account credit. In bank, we have deposited 8,95,000. Why 8,95,000? Total 9 lakh was there. But 6,000 is not received because that person is failed to pay the amount of final call. So it is known as call in arrears 6,000. And in bank account 8,94,000, total will be 9 lakh. So total is 64,80,000. Now we have to prepare the equity share capital ledger, equity share application account, equity share allotment account and equity share final call account. First in equity share capital account, here equity share capital, equity share application account. Afterwards equity share allotment and here equity share final call. For equity share application, equity share capital account and here bank account. Equity share allotment account, so equity share capital and bank account. Equity share final call, same bank account, call in arrears and equity share capital account. Sum number 7. Pagidhar Sugar Limited of Nagpur issued 12 lakh equity shares in a public at rupees 10 each. Company received application of 13 lakh 50,000 shares. Shares were allotted at a meeting of a board of directors. Excess share applications were rejected and amount received thereon was refunded. On application 2.50 per share, allotment 2.50, first call 2 per share and final call 3. Aishwarya, who was allotted 960 shares, could not pay first call and final call money, where Vinay, who was allotted 1200 shares, could not pay final call money. Except this, all sums due from shareholders were received. Aishwarya and Vinay had paid their call in arrears amount of company afterwards. Pass necessary journal entries to record about transactions in the books of company without giving effects of interest. Journal entries of Pagidhar Sugar Limited. First is bank account debit to equity share application account. Total applications received were 13 lakh 50,000 multiplied by 2.50. So amount is 33 lakh 75,000. Afterwards, we have to refund excess amount because shares were issued of only 12 lakh but applications were received of 13 lakh 50,000. So excess were 1 lakh 50,000. That 1 lakh 50,000 that we have to refund it. So equity share application account debit to equity share capital and to bank account credit. Excess of 1 lakh 50,000 multiplied by 2.50 is 3 lakh 75,000. And here 12 lakh multiply by 2.50 means 30 lakh. Afterwards, at the time of allotment also they called up for 2.50 per share. So equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital, 12 lakh multiplied by 2.50 is 30 lakh. That bank account debit to equity share allotment account 30 lakh. At the time of final call, they called up for 2 per share. So equity share first call 12 lakh multiplied by 2 is 24 lakh. But at the time of first call, Aishwarya is not able to pay the shares of 960 share means not able to pay the amount for 960 shares. So bank account debit to call in arrears account debit to equity share first call account credit. Now 12 lakh minus 960 is 11 lakh 99,040 multiplied by 2 is 23 lakh 98,080. 960 multiplied by 2 is 1920. Equity share final call and to equity share capital account. Here we have to count whole amount 12 lakh multiplied by 3 is 36 lakh. But at the time of final call also that Aishwarya and Veena is not able to pay the money. So 960 plus 1200 is 2160. 2160 shares multiplied by 3 is 6480. 12 lakh minus 2160 is 11 lakh 97,840 multiplied by 3 is 35 lakh 93,520. Now, what they are told that they paid their arrears amount afterwards. So, total arrears means 1,920 plus 6,480 is 8,400. So, bank account debit to call in arrears account credit 2 crore 47 lakh 58,400. Sum number 8. Chaudhary Agro Company of Viara issued 5 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each to public company called rupees 3 per share on applications, 4 per share on allotment and 3 per share on first and final call. Company received application of 5,75,000 equity share from public. Excess applications were rejected. Money paid on them was refunded. Viral, who had applied for 2,000 shares, had paid full amount of 10 per share. Along with application, company had allotted him all the shares applied. Yagnesh, who was allotted 2,500 shares, had paid amount due on first and final call along with share allotment money, except this amount due on allotment and calls were duly received from time to time. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of company for above transactions. Journal entries in the books of Chaudhary Agro Company. Bank account debit to equity share application account. Now here there are two shareholders, that is Viral and Yagnesh. Okay. Viral applied for 2,000 share, had paid whole amount of 10 rupees, and Yagnesh, who allotted 2,500, has paid amount due on first and final call along with allotment money. So first of all we have to calculate about the application. So 5,75,000 multiplied by 3 17,25,000. Afterwards they have received money for allotment also. So 2,000 multiplied by 4 8,000 and 2,000 multiplied by 3 is 6,000. Here information we have taken is for Viral because he paid amount of amount for application, allotment and first and final call with application money. That's why we have counted 2,000 shares of Viral. 2,000 multiplied by 4 8,000, 2,000 multiplied by 3 6,000, total 17,39,000. Equity share application account debit to equity share capital to equity share allotment and call in advance account debit to equity to bank account credit. Sorry, call in advance account credit to bank account credit. Here equity share capital means which shares are issued. 5 lakh multiplied by 3. Allotment money received for 2000 shares, that is equity share allotment account 2000 multiplied by 3. And call in advance means money received for first and final call 2000 multiplied by 3. So this is 2000 multiplied by 4. So 8000 and 2000 multiplied by 3 is 6000. To bank account means whichever applications were received, that is 75,000 multiplied by 3 is 2,25,000. Total is 17,39,000. Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. At the time of application allotment, they called up for 4 rupees. So 5 lakh multiplied by 4 is 20 lakh. Now bank account debit to equity share allotment account debit to equity share allotment account credit and to call in advance account credit. Now here total amount is of 20 lakh. From that they received allotment money of 8,000 plus 7,500. Pre-received is 8,000 already received. 8,000 that they have already received, and to equity share application allotment account and call in advance account 2,500 multiplied by 3, that is 7,500. Equity share first call account debit to equity share capital account, it is 15 lakh. 5 lakh multiplied by 3. 5 lakh multiplied by 3 is 15 lakh. Bank account debit, call in advance account debit to equity share first and final call account debit. Here 13,500 is already paid. Okay. Total 6,000 at the time of application and 7,500 at the time of allotment. That amount is paid. So 15 lakh minus 13,500 is 14 lakh 86,500. Call in advance 13,500, 6,000 at the time of application and 7,500 at the time of allotment. To equity share first and final call account is 15 lakh. Total is 1 crore 4 lakh and 85,500.